Hello again, and thanks for listening to another episode of our Life at the Lake Campus podcast, where I, Josh Ricker, have been interviewing a couple of students with diverse backgrounds to get their take on life at the Lake Campus and their different experiences and their programs. So today I have Jessica Fledderjohann. She is from New Bremen. She recently graduated in December from our criminal justice program, and now she's been enrolled in the police academy as a new cadet. So Jessica, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So to start off, how about you just give us a little bit of background about yourself?
I graduated from New Bremen in 2020, so then my first year here at the Lake Campus was in 2020 as well. So I only had one in-person class my first year of college, which was kind of different compared to most students that come out here now. But yeah, so I graduated in December with my degree in criminal justice, and I started the police academy in August. So as long as I pass everything, I'll graduate in April.
All right, so what was it that drew you to law enforcement and the criminal justice degree at first?
I've always had an interest in it. I don't have anything that really sticks out when some people have something specific that drew them to it, but I kind of tossed the idea of criminal justice and education back and forth, and this is what I ultimately decided on.
All right, so I know a lot of students still kind of use police academy and criminal justice majors like interchangeably. They don't understand like what the real difference is, and so I'm kind of one of those people. I know that they're separate things just because I talked with the Commander Ernst quite a bit. But could you maybe explain what the path is like when you are a criminal justice major, and then we can get into the police academy after that?
So with the Lake Campus, they offer both the degree and the academy. They can be separate or together. So when you start your degree, you can opt in to being in the police academy, and you'll do that towards the end of your degree, whether that's the associates or the bachelor's. And I think they're changing this whole structure now because lack of interest for the actual bachelor's degree. But you can actually earn credit towards your bachelor's degree or your associate's degree with doing the academy. So I think it was like a semester and a half worth of credit that you can get towards your degree with doing the academy, but I didn't go that route. I didn't decide to do the academy until I was already graduating college. So I kind of missed out on earning those credits, but for some people they can finish their degree a lot quicker if they decide to do the academy with the degree, if that makes sense.
So I've got a lot of criminal justice majors coming through specifically my forensic psychology class. But what types of classes then do you take with a criminal justice degree?
A lot of them are actually through Commander Ernst. It's kind of, you have like a background of policing class. I did some investigation classes. I did some psychology classes, but I don't think I never had you as an instructor. But that was kind of all of them. Through high school, I did a lot of like the advanced placement classes, so I didn't have to take a lot of those gen eds before I began my program. But yeah, you'll see Commander Ernst a lot in this degree. But yeah, that's about it.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing, but no, just kidding. If you listen to this at all, Mark, that was a joke. So you said you did some stuff through high school. What then was it that made you feel like the Lake Campus was the right fit for you? What made you want to come here as opposed to going anywhere else?
Growing up, I feel like I was always like I wanted to be a Buckeye, but then once I got older, I realized, well, this could be a good option because I could commute from home. It's like a 20-minute drive. They gave me a really good scholarship for my academics, so it was very cheap to come here. I feel like a lot of people want the college experience, but it's really easy to go visit your friends who go to Ohio State, Cincinnati, and that stuff on the weekends, and then you can stay home and save a lot of money. So I decided to do that. I'm really glad that I did, because I did not want to be in debt with my degree, and I wanted to get it done as soon as possible. And the lake, it's small enough where you can know your professors really well too, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
That seems to be a common theme that keeps coming up with all the students I'm interviewing. They really enjoy the fact that they can save a lot of money coming here, especially if you stay at home. You don't have to worry about, the tiny things you don't think about, like groceries and utility bills and all that stuff on top of room and board. But then also like something they all keep talking about, and I know from my side of it as well that closeness you with your students, it helps to form those relationships. You can work together a lot better, and I feel like it just facilitates a better learning environment. So now we'll kind of take a turn. I know you're still kind of fresh into it a little bit, but what's the academy like? What kind of stuff are you doing in there?
So we only have about a month left. So far we've gone out to the range and done firearms. We've done driving. We did a crime scene investigation unit. That was my favorite unit that we've done so far. We just finished up traffic crash reconstruction. We're finishing that up tonight, and so we've been out in the parking lot, like measuring and tires marks and stuff like that.
Has that been all this week?
Yeah, that's been all this week.
I saw you guys out there the other night when I was leaving my class. There were flashing lights everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody's other on the car. So all right, that explains some stuff that's happening.
Yeah. So that's been this week. I think the last stuff that we're going to be finishing up is the BAC thing that you're going to be a part of, and then we have our final PT test that's coming up in like 18 days, and then if everybody passes that, we'll do graduation on April 1st.
Awesome. So for anybody who's thinking about going into the academy, could you maybe explain what all it entails? Like, what's the workload like? How often are you here? I know you guys come at night, right?
Yeah.
So can you maybe explain that a little bit?
Yeah. So you'll start during the summer, and you have to take a initial PT assessment, and they have standards that you have to meet for push-ups, sit-ups, and a 1.5 mile run. And so you'll do that. You have to pass that to get into the academy. And then we're here Monday through Thursday from 6 to 10 at night, and then Saturdays from 8 to 4:30, and then some Sundays as well. So we come all throughout the year. I think we had 2 weeks off or a week and a half off for winter break, like during Christmas. But besides that, we don't take other holidays off or get spring break or anything like that. So we come from August, and then we'll graduate in April. But you have to pass the final PT assessment and then pass the state test to be officially graduated at the end.
All right. So I know you mentioned the crime scene investigation might have been your favorite thing, but what are some of the kind of interesting hands-on experiences that you've gotten? Could you like maybe give some details about those?
We got to do a tour of the courthouse with Kip Wright. I'm sure you've had some classes that you've had him come in with.
Yeah, he gives the tour for my forensic psych classes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I thought that was really neat. What else? In crime scene, we got to see like different photos from Tyler Price. He does a class out here, I think, every once in a while. He was a crime scene investigator through Ohio BCI. So he has real pictures from actual crime scenes that we got to see, which was really interesting. I'm trying to think what else.
I know Mark has told me before that he put you guys through like some intent, like don't you get tased? And
Yeah.
You have to do the pepper spray thing.
Yeah, I'm forgetting all the things that just happened. I'm trying to block that out of my memory.
I can't blame you there.
Yeah, we just got tased, I think, 2 weeks ago. And then we got pepper sprayed probably about a month ago. And it was fun, but it was not fun at the same time. It was fun to see the classmates' reactions, but I went towards the end because I would see all them go and I'd get freaked out. But it's really not that bad if anybody is thinking about joining.
And there's a purpose to it.
Yeah,
too,
there's
right?
a purpose, yeah. Because you want to see what the reaction is like going through it. Because if you're on duty and you want to use your pepper spray, you might second think it because if it comes back and hits you in the face, it kind of sucks. But yeah, we did that. And then we also did active shooter training. We did that at Midwest in Cridersville. That was interesting. Say firearms, we were out on the range for like 2 weeks. What else?
I know just from talking to him, Commander Ernst does a great job of getting you guys just like all the experiences that you're going to need for, I don't know, your future line of work. So one final thing I usually try to wrap these things up with is I like to ask people who have been through it, do you have any big pieces of advice that you'd want to give to anybody who's either thinking about going into the police academy or as a criminal justice major, or those who are just now starting off?
I would say definitely come out to the campus and do a walkthrough, and you have an opportunity to meet with some of the professors because they do those nights, right? We're out in Dickey Hall where you can meet each one.
Yeah,
that's
like
what I
open
did.
houses
Yeah,
and-
the open houses. I did that, and that's kind of where I met Commander Ernst, and I got along with him right away, and he pushed me to do the academy as I was going through my degree. So definitely build the relationships with your professors. Make an effort whenever you're in the class to talk to them and talk to your other classmates, because you can make really good connections and friendships. One of my best friends that I met here, I met her my first class ever in college, and now I'm at her wedding this summer. So you can make really good friendships. I would say don't let your high school professors scare you about college. I think it's a lot different than how they describe it, and especially now because you can take so many classes online. If you like that aspect of it, it's really useful. And if you want to come in person, I think they offer, like in my degree at least, I could come at least a couple days a week, so I didn't have to do all my classes online. Besides that, I think you should definitely give the Lake Campus a look and consider it, especially if you're trying to save money or if you're looking for a smaller university.
All right, that's some great advice. So that's all I have for you. So nothing too bad, right?
No.
All right. So I usually wrap up by telling people, if you have any suggestions for anybody you want to hear me interview, go ahead and shoot me an email and let me know. Or if there are some questions that you would specifically like answered, do that as well. And I will talk to everybody on our next episode.